Hi, I'm Kay. Thank you so much for joining me for my wig review for Chicago by Belletress in the color Coolest Ash Brown. Stay tuned, you don't want to miss it. So let's dive straight in. As you can see, Chicago is, I would say, a shoulder length, very layered style. It has a slight wave to it, and it does have some shorter layers all around, which gives, I think, it just gives it a really lovely natural movement, easy to wear, easy to throw on and go. It has an extended lace front and a monopart, and I will show you the cup construction in a minute. But first, let's look at this piece all the way around. If you're interested in this piece, the link is down below in the description box. So let's look at the lace front and the mono part. It's a really good lace front. For such a dark color, it is extended. So it goes all the way to here. And you can see, I hope anyway, that the transition into the ear tabs looks really natural. You also have a lot of fiber here, which helps to disguise that transition if it wasn't as good as it is. You can see a few knots, but they are not big. It is a darker color, just something to bear in mind. And this is the mono part. Now, please be aware that I have dark hair underneath it, so obviously dark will absorb the light, so the part might not look as open as it might be if you have no hair underneath it. But I will show you the cup construction in a minute, and I will then show you what the part looks like when my hand is underneath, which will then help you hopefully to get a really good idea of what this part is like. Before we talk more about the wig itself, I want to talk about this color. Coolest Ash Brown. I think it's a gorgeous color. I think it's very natural. The color code, if you're interested in that one, is 8/14 plus 8. So it is a rooted color, and you have a combination of light ash brown, cool medium brown, with a hint of dark blonde, very subtle highlights. Here's the color outside, so hopefully that will give you a good idea of what this color looks like outside in the natural light. A little bit of sunshine outside. So let's talk more about Chicago, the wig itself. As I said, this is a layered piece. I think it's modern. I think it's very trendy without being too much. It's easy to wear. It's easy to throw on and go type of wig. So let's talk about the fit. Now, I have a little bit of hair growth and I have a wig grip underneath it. So I normally have a 21.5 inch circumference that's without hair and without a wig grip. So I think by now it's probably more like a 21.7-ish, something like that. It does fit me really well, but I had to loosen it a little bit, and the adjusters are now on the furthest possible setting. However, I need to say that I like to wear my wigs really loose. I don't like them too tight and not too secure, if you like. That's why I have a wig grip underneath it. So I just like to have a bit of leeway in how I wear my wigs. So if you have a similar circumference to mine, you probably think I would cinch it in, that, you know, but that's just, we are all different in how we like to wear our wigs. But I just want to make this clear. So there is gapping here at the back, which is not unusual for me. And I do think this is a typical, regular, average sized cap. If you have a 22-inch, I think that is not a problem. If you're slightly above it, I think you should be fine with it. If you have a lower circumference than mine, there is at the moment a lot of room here to tighten it. You will probably just have a little bit more gapping here at the back than what I have now. The fibers, we know these are heat-friendly fibers. We are used to that from Belletress. This wig is fairly straight out of the box. I've only been outside with it for half an hour just to see how it fares, etc. It is a little bit windy outside and not much tangling. There isn't also not that much hair here, but it is at a length where it will rub on your shoulders. Just something to be aware of. If you're new to wigs, if you're new to heat-friendly wigs as well, heat-friendly wigs do need heat. So if you see that there's a little bit of frisk starting, don't think the wig is done. It's not. You just need to add a little bit of heat to those bits and follow the manufacturer's guidelines of how high that heat should be. Just something to be aware of. But at the moment, really soft, really lovely, and very little shine, which is one reason I really love heat-friendly fibers, is you don't get that kind of artificial synthetic shine. In terms of density, I hope you can see this is a low density piece, very natural. There is no big poofy perma tease anywhere. There is a little bit of tease around the wefts, just to hide the wefts a little bit, but it's nothing big and poofy. There's nothing here that I would class as high density. So you can tuck it one side, both sides easily. So let's look at the cap construction. So we have a mono part that is fairly wide. For me, it's about 2 fingers, might be slightly more, and it goes all the way back, almost all the way back to the crown. So there's a little bit of space of finding the part that suits you best in this area here. So it's not narrow, I wouldn't say. You also have an extended lace front. Extended means it just runs further down the wig than if it wasn't extended. So in this case, it runs into the ear tabs. So it just means you get a really natural hairline lower down. So which means you can pull it back when you want to style it, and you still have hair. It looks like hair is growing out of your scalp in that area there. If you haven't got an extended lace front, they normally finish about here. And then all of this is cap. So extended lace fronts are very useful, especially if you want to pull back the sides of the wig. Then you have open wefts sides and back, velvet covered ear tabs with metal stays in them, and you have an extended velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. And here you can see how far apart I have the adjusters for my, I would say now 21.7-ish circumference, but as I said before, bear in mind I like to wear my wigs loose. So let me show you the part with my hand underneath it. Here you can see, I hope that this is fairly wide, fairly open, very natural looking. So let me pop this back on. Let me do that with you. So there are different ways how people put on their wigs. I do it that way, simply because that's how I've always done it. And then one of the main things is to find the right position. For me, it's 4 fingers from the bridge of your nose. This is where your hairline should sit. So we are about right. Then you move it by the ear tabs, because the lace front is quite easily damaged if you pull hard on it, and we want to avoid any strain on that lace front. And then I just comb it through. The longer the wig, the more important it is that when you comb it through, you start from the bottom up, because again, you don't want to put any strain on those fibers. They can be a little bit fragile. You want to make sure they are treated nicely. And then we are back. My favorite look is that I tuck one side behind my ear. So let's talk about styling. Now, as I said, these are heat-friendly fibers, so you can add heat to it and you can straighten all of these slight waves that you have here. Really slight waves. You can straighten them out more if you prefer. You can also add different wave pattern or curl patterns to it if you have the ability. I don't, so I never do it. If you don't want to do any of it, you don't have to. You can tuck it one side or both sides. You can put a hairband in it, and this is where I talked about earlier about the extended lace front. Some people like to wear a hairband like this, pull everything off, and then you still have that really natural look down to here. So you might just then want to take some of these out like so, but a really cute look. Or you just put a hairband in from the top, which is another adorable look. Let's look at a pony. It is long enough, but don't forget you have layers. So they might fall out. These front ones definitely will. And the ones here on the side might do as well. So I will probably put some kind of clips either side just to keep those at bay for the day. But you definitely can have a ponytail. Half up, half down. Because you have that front layer. It's definitely a very cute look. You can also pull back the fringe if you wanted to. Use a clip. Have that look. You can do that on both sides. So you can play around a little bit with this style. So I really hope you enjoyed this review. I put the link to this piece down below in the description box, so go and check out that website, and there are lots and lots of beautiful styles to choose from. Don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to follow me on Instagram at KResWigs. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I hope I see you very soon.